Episode 21, Have It My Way. Dan scowls at his wife. Yeah, no one ever says "have it my way" on this episode, I don't think.
No, nobody ever looks right into the camera and says "have it my way," which usually happens in every episode. They say the title, every character.
Yeah, Bam waves that axe and goes, "My grandfather's axe," and then it's the only episode. Tell me more, and then that's all the episodes I can think of.
How about Yes, I Super Picky?
Yes, episode 17.5. Yes, I Super Picky.
Millennial Me?
Millennial you, bud.
Oh, frick you.
Hey, come on now. You're listening to Pure Boys, Midweek Freak Treat. It's,
And boy, is it ever. It is a midweek freak treat. We never emphasize that enough.
It truly is. I mean, you dropped that bomb on us in like the first episode. You came up with that name just like on the spot, and it's the perfect descriptor of what this is. And we didn't even question it. You said it, and it was automatically agreed upon silently in our heads that is what this is now. It was a beautiful moment, I gotta say.
It's a beautiful moment. Yeah.
We wanted to do more singing. We said all the emails that we're getting say, "Hey, boys, you need to do more singing on the show." And we said, "No probalo, we can do that."
Yeah, because we're classically trained.
Exactly, yep. Secretly, I am Pavarotti, even though I call myself Zachariah Ty Bryant. I am Pavarotti. I'm back from the dead, and I'm ready to sing and review Christian movies.
No way. Secretly, I'm Pavarotti, too.
No, shut up. Are you kidding me? What are the odds? That's
two Pavarottis?
Wow, that's a Slitheracci special if I've ever seen one.
Zip. I'm Pavarotti.
Hey, that's what's going to be revealed at the end of the like next week is the 2-part series finale, and that's when Slitheracci is going to finally reveal himself on the show and rip his mask off and reveal himself to be Pavarotti the whole time, and people will go, "That skinny little snake was big old Pavarotti this whole time? That's wild."
Yeah, oh my God, Pavarotti, look at that body.
I mean, if that's not a line in a summer jam, I don't want to listen to music ever again.
Only during the summer, though, when you're like on the beach, listen to your jams.
Of course, yeah. People say that girls and boys, whatever you're into, all stars and stripes. People walking by, going, "Hey, Pavarotti, look at that body," and people go, "Hey, frick you, bud." Go, "I don't appreciate that kind of talk." People will look you right in the eye and say, "F you." I'll censor that out. Don't worry.
Yeah, note the time.
3:12.
And we're like really going to censor it. Not where we just beep it, but you can hear exactly what you're saying.
I'll make it a real effort. I'll make a real effort to just censor that out so nobody hears me say "F you" on this show. I'll censor that one out too.
Oh, you're really bringing the heat today. Pavarotti, look at that body. Really did it to you.
It brought something up in me. It's got me feeling some kind of way. I don't know. I can't, I'm like, yeah, we're both popping and locking over here. We got our danguses out. We're waving them at each other. We're having a good time. Pavarotti, look at that body.
It is quite the reveal that we're both Pavarotti.
Yeah, for sure.
That's impressive.
What's going to be even more amazing is when we pull off our Pavarotti faces and there's a Slitheracci under there. And people just go, "This is just a Russian nesting doll of references that we don't quite understand."
Yeah, we have a lot of inside jokes on this podcast. I've begun to realize. We
have one. It's Slitheracci, and he makes his way into everything. No, we've got lots. We've got lots. True. We've got We've got all the inside jokes that have gotten us banned entirely from Twitter. Even though we're recording this episode, I want to say 12 weeks out from when it will air, I can guarantee you we are still banned from Twitter for tweeting at people. Yes, I Super Picky, #StopAsianHate, #SonicMovie2. Hopefully by the time this comes out, Asian hate will have stopped, and the Sonic Movie 2 will be confirmed and will be in motion, and maybe it'll be out, and we'll get to see Ben Schwartz again.
It hasn't been confirmed.
It has been confirmed, and in fact, Knuckles has been confirmed to be in it. So, spoiler alert, it's going to have Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles the Echidna. What a treat.
You know who I think should do Tails?
Who should do Tails? I'm fascinated to find out.
Not sexually. Get your mind out.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Everybody.
You're saying...
I'm not Pavarotting this one.
You're saying who should f*** Tails. I gotcha. Okay, yeah.
That is 3 whole bleeps. That is 10 too many.
Who should do it?
Okay, Reggie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely he should. Well, because he's got the brains. Is that what they decide in this episode? I don't know.
I think they say Arlen has the brains, but I moved way past that. That is not true.
Yeah, Arlen doesn't have anything to offer. He's got basketball stats, I guess, is what he brings to the table. But, hey, before
Could you imagine giving it up or getting it from Arlen?
I mean, are you asking me, have I imagined it in my, late at night? Yes. Did I enjoy the thought? Not afterwards, but certainly in the moment, it was like, this is interesting. Yeah, this is interesting, for sure. Yeah.
Like, there's so many things that you can think about when you're producing that Yiz.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you just got to go with a banger.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to go out to left field.
Oh, Arlen! That's probably how he, finishes things. Oh.
Is that why your wife has earplugs?
Yeah, exactly, because I always yell, oh, I'm business-minded!
Arlen!
Teach me the Heller method! Teach me how you get your hair to do that!
Man. If we make a bill, we should go down to LA for a year and learn the Heller method.
If we make a bill, we should go down to LA and buy the rights to the Heller method from Arlen and just throw it into the ocean and go like, this thing you created, we're destroying it. Here's $35,000. Give us the rights to the Heller method and say goodbye to it because it's over. It's done. Tell the Christians to learn some other way to act because we're not doing this anymore.
I like it in theory, but my way you have more face-to-face time with Heller himself. Is he Heller?
I don't know who Heller is because the Heller method is just 2 other methods that he learned and then he just put them together and went like, yep, peanut butter and chocolate, and now I'm calling it Reese peanut butter cups. And people went, I mean, I guess you can do that, sure. You just
smart.
You took 2 things that already existed and then just put your name on them. So maybe that's how it works.
You're giving him way too much credit comparing him to Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Ooh-wee.
Oh, yeah. But I'm not giving him too much credit in the sense that that's literally what he did based on the video that we watched on the Heller Method website at this point 15 weeks ago. So
I think we could learn a lot from him. And being side by side with him every single day for months.
He would smell.
What a treat.
He would smell so bad. He would smell like old towels, I bet. I bet Arlen smells like if you're a dirty old boy and you dry yourself off in the shower after the shower and you throw your towel on the floor and you let it sit there, that's what Arlen smells like. I guess I could have just said a musty towel. That also would describe it.
I think that and like the worst aftershave ever.
Oh, to try to cover up the smell, but instead it just like accentuates it and you're just like, I'm breathing this in double barreled into my nose.
Okay, so that's what he smells like. What do you think David A.R. White smells like?
Oh, like slightly more like expensive cologne, but not like crazy expensive, but like, sorry, not cologne, aftershave. He smells like a nice kind of like a nice facial aftershave, you know? That's what I would say. Aqua Blue or whatever it's called. What's that like? What's the blue aftershave that you can get? You know what I'm talking about? Like Grandpa's Aquavelva. Or that's what he smells like.
Yeah. They should have called it Aqua Velvet.
Right? I bet he also smells like deodorant. That's one thing that people don't talk about is how much other people smell like deodorant.
Well, people be putting on deodorant all the time.
Well, they should, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. I love my deodorant. I have finally found my forever deodorant, I think.
Man, me too. What's your go-to? What's your brand? Not a sponsor, but maybe
I think we've talked
well.
about this.
I don't
And we're both using Dove.
Yeah, Dove Men's Plus. Heck yeah, it's the only thing. Doesn't burn my arms. I love it.
Yeah, it's like a cross between a gel and a chalk, and it's just right. It's perfect in every single way. I love it.
Me too. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of it. All of my body products are Men's Dove or Dove Men's Plus. My shampoo, my soap, my deodorant, and that's it. I use other shaving brand stuff for my face, to keep my mustache looking good, to keep my loud operatic singing voice in tune, and to keep my big rotund body in shape. I use all kinds of different products, but for stinks, yeah.
Well, we use a lot of cream on our bellies.
You gotta. Otherwise, you're gonna get a scaly belly, and nobody likes that.
Yeah, you gotta cream your belly once in a while. I use Dove, the hair gel. I love it. I love their products. They should definitely sponsor us. They're probably not godly at all, or are super godly, which both ways we fit.
I don't know. I'm not. I mean, I hope this PureFlix sponsorship comes through. But if it doesn't, who are some other companies that we could lean on to get a Christian sponsorship? Obviously, Chick-fil-A comes to mind. That's number one with a bullet as far as I'm concerned. That's the big Christian company. Don't come to our business on Sundays, or if you're gay, get out of here, right? So
yeah. Preach the Lord or get out of our chicken restaurant is
exactly.
What they say.
So are there any other restaurants? Are there any other businesses that you think would fit that quota?
Tic Tacs come to mind.
I have
a Tic Tac thing right here. That's why it came to my mind.
That's a good one, though.
The Coca-Cola ones are fire.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. I haven't had Tic Tac in forever, but I'd imagine that they're good still.
Well, I'm sure there's flavors that are bunk, but sometimes you just want a Coke.
Well, man,
but not deal with all those calories and all those bubbles.
We're not going to get a sponsorship with Tic Tac if you're calling some of their flavors bunk. We gotta.
Well,
what are we trying to do here?
You're right.
Yeah, man. So,
yeah, you're right.
What about the Salvation Army? They're a secret Christian company. They hate gay people, which we're not on board with that. But it's a
we
good
hate that.
Yeah, but it's
just
a good,
to be on the record about that.
Yeah, but it's a good it's a good sign to the Christian crowd if your company is outwardly anti-gay. Then it's hey, don't worry, Christians, you can trust us. We're not going to try to touch your hand or try to hug you or give you any kind of male-on-male affection. Female on female's fine, that's hot. But male-on-male, you're not going to get any of that stuff here. Don't even worry about that. So it's a good flag to wave. That's not a rainbow flag, obviously, but whatever an inverted version of that is. I think we've talked about this before, actually.
Yeah, the straight rainbow.
Exactly, yeah. The thin blue line
I agree.
Flag. Yeah.
I think Salvation Army is tight.
All right. Let's lock down that sponsorship.
Who else is anti-decent human beings?
I don't know. I don't know. Those are the big two that come to mind. I mean, there was that
My Pillow?
My Pillow, yeah, that's true. I don't know a lot about My Pillow, but there was that bakery, that cake shop in the States that wouldn't make a cake for a men's wedding, or maybe it was a lady's wedding. And maybe
humans stink,
right? Maybe not if they use Dove Men's Plus. Hey, there's a commercial for you, Dove. Feel free to use that.
Yeah, from tip to taint, that was the perfect commercial for you.
To cut out the last 2 minutes, and that's a commercial that you can air. As we try to figure out what companies hate decent people, and then go, people stink, but not if they use Dove Men's Plus. Thank you very much for that bag of cash.
Yeah, I would like it in a bag too, in singles.
Of course, I want to feel like a duckler when I open it. I want to be able to dive into it.
Man, we need a $1 bill again. This country's gone to crap.
Yeah. Have you been to the Rippers lately? It's so sad hurling $1 coins at them. It's just such a sad sight to see.
It hurties. It hurties the taint.
Yeah, they yelled it at you. I hearty this idea.
Yeah, you try to knock posters out of their you-know-whats?
Yeah, say it. I'll censor it. It's fine.
Say it, don't spray it.
Ugh.
We've done...
Would that be... If you ran a strip club, would that be the slogan for your strip club?
That'd be the name, yeah.
Good call. Jonathan's Toilet. Say it, don't spray it.
Yeah, we'd sell so many t-shirts.
Yeah, I mean, more than we've sold, that's for sure.
Is there any tattoo strip joint combination places? There must be, right?
Well, what do you mean? I'm sure that there are strip clubs where you could get a tattoo, but are you saying
a professional one?
Well, sure, all tattoos are professional. If they're doing it, if you're getting a tattoo, it's being done by a professional. Even if it's the first time they've picked up a tattoo pen, they're a professional. That's just how it goes.
Once you pay them.
Yeah, it's, artist. Here's the thing. Art has no meaning except to the creator who does it. And by the creator, I of course mean God, Yahweh, Hosanna, all those people. That's the only person who cares about art and the meaning of it. So anyone who does art is a professional in the Lord's eyes. And that includes all tattoo artists, be they big or small.
Even ones at stripper joints.
Especially ones at stripper joints. You know how focused you have to be to do a tattoo at a ripper? That's like, you have to ignore every like fiber of your being that's like screaming at you to like look at these, I almost said beautiful, look at these people and not touch them. But meanwhile, you're tattooing somebody. It's like, it's not easy, man.
What if you're not into those type of bodies or are asexual?
Well, then you'd be perfect for working at a strip club tattoo parlor. That would be you'd be hired. All you have to do to get a job at a tattoo club strip parlor is just go like, "Hey, I'm asexual," and they'll go, "Come on, right in. You're perfect."
Yeah, that's like on the cover of your cover letter.
Exactly. And they don't even ask you what job you're applying for. Whether you're the tattoo artist, whether you're the stripper, whether you're the bouncer, whether you're the bartender or the announcer, it doesn't matter. As long as you're asexual, you got the job.
Like in my America, I vision myself going to a strip joint and getting an eagle tattooed on my back at the same time. But then I'd probably get a boner.
Yeah. Do you think that you'd like pass out?
Well, all that blood's going to my head, right?
Exactly. Oh, you know what head we're talking about.
Hey,
dirty.
What is?
Exactly. I wonder if like, do you think anybody has the name of a stripper tattooed on them? As I said it, I went, of course, there's probably hundreds.
Yeah,
but
like a billion people.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, listeners.
That's probably the most common tattoo there is other than a butterfly.
Oh, speaking of butterflies, what did you think of the friggin' CGI butterflies to start off this episode of Wake Up Malibu? How insane was that?
Perfect, seamless.
Thank you.
This was the best visual effects they've had on the show bar none.
Oh, easily. All the budget. They said, "Goodbye, Erica Estrada. We know you're not out there drugging women, but we cannot afford you anymore because we've spent all of our budget on CGI butterflies and people interacting with CGI butterflies." It was wild.
For technically the second last episode, I thought they hit it out of the park with the Malibu Safari guy, Jim.
It was
hilarious.
I hated him.
I thought he was the best actor this show has seen since Sam Wallace.
That's crazy. All of his acting was in his eyes, and that's bad acting. Just like, I can cross my eyes and pull down my glasses and go, it's like, guy, people were doing that in the 60s. That's not like, that's not a thing. It's not cool. Here's the thing. I had a realization watching this Jungle Jim, or whatever his name was, doing his shtick on the show. Yeah, Jungle Jim. Nobody's laughing when they record this. Much like our show, nobody's laughing when they're doing it. And so it's just like, it's just a guy acting like an idiot for no response because there's no crowd there. So he's just like fumbling around and making goofy faces and just acting like a goofball for nobody. And it's, what a bizarre experience it must be to film Malibu Down the Family Man.
Well, to be an actor,
the Heller
and
method.
be able to pull that from your satchel of characters, I thought it was a real treat. 60-year-old me would have been falling over laughing.
You know who he wasn't? He wasn't
Jim Gaffigan.
Well, he wasn't Jim Gaffigan, but he wasn't also Steve Irwin. I saw a clip today, aka 12 weeks ago, of Steve Irwin on a young Steve Irwin, pre-death. Ooh. On a morning show, showing off a snake, a python. He's like, "This is a python. It's a good snake, but it's not going to bite me." And then it just bites him in the neck, and he's like, "Oh, bit me right on the neck." And the lady's like, She's like, oh, okay. He's like, do you want to cut to commercial or something? She's like, what do you mean? He's like, well, it's biting my neck, like for real. It's really biting me. And she's like, oh, and you see, and it's got like a hold of his neck. And she's just like, and he's like, well, hang on, let me look at the TV monitor, okay? And I'll just unwrap this thing. And then the snake just lets go, and he goes, okay, there you go. And she goes, did that hurt? And he went, nah. Like, just what a cool guy. Nah,
that's why he's number one, baby. That's why he'll always be the champ.
Agreed. Yeah. Oh, that's why they call me the champ. You know? You remember morning
Come
radio?
Cool and collected.
Mm-hmm. God, I miss Steve Irwin. He was one of a kind.
Everybody do. Everybody wants to like big up his kids and stuff like that, which is great. His kids are fine, but
whatever.
Like, I just want Steve Irwin back, man.
Right? All of them are just like they're never going to hold a candle to Steve. He was like one of a kind. Yeah. Steven Irwin. Let's address him properly.
No, I like Steve.
Well, he didn't. He hated it.
He didn't.
He hated it.
He hated it.
All the time. He would be on TV shows and they'd be like, Steve Irwin. He'd be like, please, it's Steven. Please call me Steven. That's a little British. That's a little Ringo Starr for me, actually. God, I'm terrible with accents.
I like it though.
It's
like
me.
Any bad Australian accent.
Oi, it's me, Steve Irwin. Okay, please call me Stephen Irwin.
It's Steven.
Peace and love to all the snakes. Call me Stephen Irwin.
Oh man, imagine getting Stephen Irwin and I forgot his name. Slitheracci.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, in the same room together. Boy, you're quite
what a combination.
You're quite a talented pianist, Slitheracci. Can you play me a tune?
They're probably yucking it up in hell as we speak.
Steve Irwin is in heaven. Are you kidding me? He is super in heaven.
Hell's way cooler than heaven.
Well, yeah, of course it is. That's where all the cool people go, like Jimi Hendrix and John F. Kennedy and like, I don't know, other probably more horrible people.
Nah, they all go to heaven.
That's
Sitting
true.
Around doing nothing. You don't got no junk.
Mm-hmm. Muammar Gaddafi's up in heaven. He's loving it. He's having a great time up there.
Yeah, it's basically a cult.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Heaven's Gate. That's why they called it that. All heaven
Pure
exists.
Flicks.
Hit us up, Pure Flicks. Heaven exists in the tail of a comet. Everybody knows that. That's the truth.
Sorry for cutting you off.
No, it's okay.
I do apologize.
I was steamrolling. It's fine.
Steaming rolling.
I took so few notes for this episode, mostly because I was eating supper while I was watching it, but also because I don't care about this show anymore. I don't care about Malibu Down the Family Man. I'm tired of it. I'm so excited that we only have one 2-part episode left. I can't wait to move on from this show. I hate the characters for the most part. I hate Farty Marty Dankles. Every episode with Farty Marty Dankles is exactly the same. It's always him being like, Dan, your manhood's being tested. You're not a man. Women be shopping. Women be trying to control your life. And Dan's like, yeah, you know what? You're right, Big Farty Marty Dankles. My manhood is being challenged. I need to stand up and be a man. And then Kate's like, Dan, what are you doing? I love you. And he goes, oh, yeah, right. And she goes, you've been talking to Big Farty Marty, haven't you? And he goes, yeah. The end. That's the whole subplot of this episode. Done. I summed it up.
Yeah, I'm getting to that point too. Well, I got to this point a couple episodes. Yeah. And I really like when characters have continuity and they have special, like an oeuvre about them. But in this case, it all just sucks.
Yeah.
All the stuff about these characters just blows. But I do have some fun notes. I also took the least amount of notes I've ever taken for a Malibu Dan episode. But I did note, remember Reggie's hot wife?
Yeah.
And how hot she was?
Mm-hmm. She was hot.
That was fun.
She tried to do a hair flip and dropped a curler in her oatmeal. That's how hot she is.
Oh, yeah, that's how hot I got.
I almost considered taking no notes for this episode, and then the CGI Butterflies happened, and I was like, well, I gotta take some notes, I guess. I gotta write down a couple of things for it. CGI Butterflies being one of them. One of the other notes I took was that when Holiday does her double hair flip smile, I audibly went, ugh.
Yeah.
I hated it.
Her hair flips are disgusting. Like, just do something hot.
Her flirting is a big zilch for me. It's a big nothing. I don't really like Holiday Sinclair, I'm realizing. 21 episodes in.
I'm pretty sure that's been pretty consistent.
Yeah,
or were you batting for her a couple episodes?
Nah, I didn't like her from day one, pretty much. I think my first note on her is I don't like Holiday Sinclair, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She gives bad advice, and it's not very good.
No.
I do have some updates about the dartboard.
Oh, yeah, please hit us with it.
There's 3 scenes with them with the dartboard in it. The first one, it's under the TV, but not behind a plant.
Good.
Okay. That was bare minimum for a decent pan. But the next scene, it's under the TV with that gosh darn plant in front of it.
Who's moving this plant?
This is madness.
Yeah.
Pure madness. And then the third scene, it's under the TV with the plant in front of it again. So I don't even like pointing out the continuity stuff in this episode.
Nah, this show is just a big fart in the wind for me now. I'm just over it. I can't wait to hit the brakes. I'm so excited to get to it. And then after about 10 episodes of that, you know what? Here's my prediction for hitting the brakes. About 4 episodes in, we're going to go, this is the same garbage. This is the same crap we just watched with Malibu Down the Family Man, except in a slightly different environment. What are we doing with our lives?
Although this is fun.
It is fun. I
mean,
love it.
The recording of the episode is fun.
Oh.
The episodes have gone off the rails.
Yeah, I mean, I love it, and I love you, and I love this show, and I wouldn't change anything about it. And I'm glad that we're doing it. I'm glad we're watching Malibu Down the Family Man, because it's been a real roller coaster ride, and it's been a real trip. And you know what? Honest to goodness, this whole thing has been worth it for that hair flip that Kate does at the end of the episode.
That should have been the final minute of this whole series. Like, why mess around?
Where do you go from there? It was the best moment on Malibu Down the Family Man, period. It was Kate at maximum hotness, looking incredible, intentionally. Like, she is in slow motion with the setting sun beaming on her, takes out her hair clip and slowly unfurls her hair. And I mean, you know, call me Garth, because I was going showing, you know what I'm saying?
Well, call me Yiz, because it was all over.
Ugh, yeah.
I loved your yuck.
Ugh.
You got a good yuck.
Thank you. I work on it. I look in the mirror and I go, ugh. Stare at myself and do it.
You got to practice to be perfect. You got to perfect to be practiced.
Exactly. But just Kate is, Kate, if you're listening, we love you, and we got big boy crushes on you. So, you know, hit us up anytime. We'd love to have you on the show. I know we've done nothing but be gross about you, but we'd love to have you on the show. We'd love to bring you into our lives in some way, shape, or form. That would be incredible. So can you...
You're an amazing actor. Well, we love you.
We love you. We're not done. The show's still going. We still have a few more minutes left, but...
how many minutes?
Oh,
should we count down?
Yeah, you know, we got about a minute 20-ish. So let's start at like a minute 10. Let's start at minute 10. So here we go. Oh wait, are we gonna count down from 70?
90?
That's too long. That'll be overtime.
I don't know. Do you got any
60,
like predictions?
59,
58. Yeah. Don't come to me with counting, because I will count up a storm.
Count them in French. Oh, hey, wait a minute. You know what we didn't mention? This is the episode where Nicole is in a cheerleading outfit.
Yes. I thought it was weird for a couple of white dudes in their 30s to like mention this person in a cheerleading outfit so many times.
Well, it paid off. We saw it.
But you thought that was going to get the Yiz out, and then Kate does her thing. I mean...
I know.
Oh, my God.
Maybe Nicole had it in her rider where she was like, I don't want the viewers of this show to lust after me, so you need to outdo it. You need to make someone way hotter in this episode. And so Kate was like, no problem, easy. I don't got to do anything, and I'm winning. So she did it. It was great.
Yeah. It was also like up close and in the scene. That was kind of a tragic cheerleading outfit. Like it had like mud stain down the front.
Oh, that wasn't mud.
Yeah, it was Arlen's drool.
It was Arlen's
brown.
Yeah, he used her cheerleading outfit as a pillow the night before, and they were like, "What is this syrup that's on it?" And he was like, "I'm sorry, I sleep with my mouth wide open."
Yeah, and he puts a bunch of tobacco in his mouth.
I bet Arlen has like yellow tobacco teeth. I bet. Like, if this was real life, Arlen would definitely have like dirty yellow teeth that just like, maybe he probably used to smoke. He definitely used to, pack Schwazi Dingmans and dip some chaw. But like now he doesn't. He's clean now. But the stains and the residue are still there, and his teeth are too sensitive to use white strips, and so he can't do anything about it. He's just got to be a dirty mouth man for the rest of his sad life.
Which is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really elegant in its own way, the tragedy of Arlen's life.
Truly. Holiday does tell him, like, hey, if you're looking to get married and settle down, don't. And you go, well, don't worry. He's not. So don't worry about him, Holiday. It's fine.
Great advice. I think I'm turned around on Holiday now.
Yeah. You know what? I think I am too. Just kidding. I can't wait to never see Holiday Sinclair again. Can't wait.
Should we do a palate cleanser and not do hitting the brakes, or should we hitting the brakes and then we're done?
Well, what else would we do? The Christian Biker Show? I guess we could do the Christian Biker Show. It's only 8 episodes. We could do that.
The plethora of terrible TV series that only have one season on this platform.
So many shows. So much money is just disappearing into PureFlix, and I don't know where it goes, and I know where some of it goes, into modest productions of television shows and movies, but where does the rest of it go? What is PureFlix? If not like a vessel for David A.R. White's career and Tommy Blaze. It's like they just invented this thing so that they could just make a career for themselves. It's such a mind fudge.
Do you think they pay taxes?
No, it's religious. It's probably a church, and so they probably have a PureFlix church, and they go, "That's our religion." Well, that would be
the smart way to do it.
Well, of course. So this show is technically a church, so we don't pay taxes.
Well, apparently PureFlix is required to charge tax on their services.
Well, that's fair. Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, until next week when we're finally done this godforsaken show, I love you.
I love you.
We love you. We love you. Oh no.
Toilet till I die.
Malibu Dance.